Welcome back to She Talks Money. I'm your host, Jennifer Butcher, and today we're diving into a topic that so many of us think about, but very few know how to actually do well. And that's building multiple income streams, here's the key, without burning out. So if you're like most women in our community, you're ambitious, you're driven, and you want to create financial freedom for yourself and your family. But you're also human, which means you can't do everything all at once without consequences. So in this episode, we're going to break down the difference between active and passive income, talk about how to choose from income streams that actually align with your bandwidth and season of life, and I'll share some real life stories and strategies to help you start or scale your income without completely hitting burnout. So if you've ever asked yourself, how can I make more money without working 24/7? This episode is for you. Let's get into it. Let's start with a foundational question. What are multiple income streams? In simple terms, income streams are the various ways money flows into your life. So the average millionaire has 7. That doesn't mean you need 7 today, but it does mean that if you only have 1, you're relying on a single point of failure. So types of income can be active income. So you're trading your time for money, right? Your 9-to-5 job, coaching clients, freelance work, mortgage advising in my case. Semi-passive income, there's effort up front or maintenance required, but it's not tied to like hours worked. So think digital products, affiliate marketing, real estate investing. And then you have passive income, the dream, right? Money that flows in with little to no active work. So think dividends, royalties, fully automated business income, or what I like to call my mailbox money. So here's the trick, knowing when and how to layer these intentionally. Let's clear up a common misconception first. Passive income isn't effortless, it's just delayed effort. So here's an example from my world. Creating a mortgage education course, for example. It takes months of planning, scripting, recording, and launching, but once it's done, I can sell it over and over with very little ongoing effort. Same with real estate. Buying and managing rental property, it takes work, finding the deal, financing, tenants, but over time, that property pays you monthly and builds equity. So don't get caught up in easy money hype. You need a plan, a system, and ideally a mentor. But here's the truth. Just because you can make money doing something doesn't mean that you should. You need to ask yourself first, like, A, what kind of time do I actually have? 2, what do I want this income stream to do for me? Is it short-term cash flow or long-term growth? And 3, what am I naturally good at or interested in? So, examples. If you're in a season where you have young kids or aging parents to take care for, it might not be the time for a huge real estate flip, but a done for you affiliate system might be perfect. Or if you're energized by teaching, for example, maybe it's time to launch a mini course or start a coaching program. So think of your energy as currency and make sure you spend it wisely. So let's talk about some ideas. Here are 5 great income streams to explore based on time, skill, and scalability. Number 1, you know I'm going to start here, right? Rental property income. So you want to start small. So house hack, for example, or co-own with a partner. You can buy a multifamily unit, live in one of the units. That's called house hacking. When you buy it as a primary residence, live in one of the units, and then rent out the other unit to help you cover that mortgage payment. I just had an amazing podcast guest that actually bought a single family property. It was a split level property, and she kind of closed off the lower level with a door, and she Airbnbs the lower level and lives upstairs. And the rental income that she gets from Airbnb that more than covers her mortgage payment, you guys. She lives free basically, plus makes a little bit of money on the property that she lives in. That is thinking outside the box. That's house hacking. That's finding a way to be creative to get into real estate investing property if you don't necessarily have a lot of upfront funds. So be creative. The other rental income stream is like long-term growth. or it has long-term growth, tax benefits, equity building. Number 2, digital products. Create a budget planner, a course, or an ebook. You can use tools like Kajabi, Teachable, Thrivecart. I want you to think about, what is your skill set? What are you already good at, right? The biggest benefit that we can bring to other people is to help them learn lessons that we already learned, or teach them knowledge that we already have gone through. So think about, what are you already good at? What's your skill set, and how can you make that into a product that you can kind of sell over and over and over again? The third type of income is affiliate income. So I recommend tools that you already love. For example, if you're using something and there's an affiliate program, sign up for it. If you have products at home that you absolutely love, sign up for partner programs like Amazon, Canva, mortgage tools. My husband would tell you that I should absolutely be an Amazon affiliate based on the number of Amazon packages that show up to my house on a daily basis. So number 4, freelance or consulting. Use your skills to help others, like through marketing, branding, finance. You can use platform ideas like Upwork, LinkedIn, or just your personal network. And then number 5 is a membership or community model. So offer a monthly value for recurring income. These kinds of topics can be like finance, investing, wellness, coaching. I have a few different memberships that I belong to. I'm in a real estate investment community. I'm also in like a social media type of community that teaches social media skills and all kinds of ways to create social media. And that's more of like a membership. I'm a member of that group, and I pay annually to belong. So that's something else that you could offer based off of your skill set. So now let's get practical. If you want to build wealth without burnout, here's your 3-step action plan. Number 1, audit your time and energy. Be real here, you guys. List your weekly commitments and then identify when you feel energized versus depleted. I feel like this is kind of like my workouts, right? I work out in the morning because I feel like I have the most energy then. Some people work out in the later afternoon because that's when they have the most energy. So do a little bit of audit on your time and your commitments. When do you have a little bit of gap to fill with some activities to build whatever it is you're going to build? And then I'll also try to match that best with where is your highest energy throughout the day. And then number 2, choose one income stream to start, right? We're not doing this all at once. Just choose one, and don't try to do it all at once. Just pick one that fits your time, interest, and goals. And then your third step is to commit to 90 days. Block time on your calendar and then map out exactly what needs to be done. Break it up into bite-sized pieces. Otherwise, it can feel overwhelming. So, I like to go backwards. What's the big goal? What am I trying to build here? What has to be done to do it? What are the steps to building it? And then what can I do in bite-sized pieces every day, little by little, to get to the end goal and have the result at the end? And then make sure you're tracking your results and pivot if needed. So here's a bonus. You can use tools like Trello. I use Notion a lot. I think it's a great free resource, or Asana to manage your goals. And there's apps like QuickBooks to help track your income. So here's the truth. You don't need 5 side hustles. You need one aligned income stream that moves you forward. Start small, stay consistent, and remember, every dollar you earn outside your paycheck is a vote for your freedom. So if this episode inspired you, let me know. Screenshot and tag me at Jennifer Butcher Mortgage and leave a quick review. It helps more women find this content. And if you want help choosing your next income stream, download the free guide I created just for this episode. And until next time, keep showing up, building wealth, and designing a life that feels like yours. You've got this.